Officially, there are 83 fully accredited Soviet diplomats over here, but that's a misleading figure, for even the Russian doormen and drivers can be entitled to diplomatic protection, including freedom from arrest by the British police. So, in the case of the Soviet embassy, the official number of 83 diplomats has swelled to a real 261. And all the other communist embassies have this same hidden discrepancy. The biggest of these is the Czech embassy with 21 accredited diplomats, but an overall total of 108. Poland has 18 diplomats, a true total of 96 people. Romania, 14 diplomats, total 80. Bulgaria, 10 diplomats, a total of 64. And Hungary, 14 diplomats, a total of 63. China, 11 diplomats, total 43. As well as this, most of the communist embassies have trade and commercial departments with still more diplomatic officials. By far the biggest is the Soviet trade delegation housed in new buildings on Highgate Hill in North London. Another 87 Russians, all with diplomatic status, work here, most of them living nearby on a private estate. That's not all, however. There are still another 185 Soviet citizens living unobtrusively in Britain, bringing the grand total to 533. These others, again sheltered by diplomatic protection, are employed in a network of business enterprises, all owned by the Soviet government. The most important of these is the Moscow Narodny Bank, with assets of around £370 million. It has 9 directors, all of them Soviet citizens. Most of them live on the Highgate estate. The Anglo-Soviet Shipping Company is the agent for the Russian ships that call regularly at the Port of London, with passengers sometimes as well as cargo. It has 5 Soviet directors in London, and they all live on the Highgate estate. The latest Soviet business arrival in Britain, joining the other 10 companies already over here, is UMO Plant Limited. This company is based at Letchworth in Hertfordshire and hires out its Russian machinery and technicians to work on British motorways. Incidentally, among the items for hire is this bulldozer, which is a converted T-24 tank. With the correct facilities and parts, it can be reconverted into a tank in just 14 hours, according to one of the company's eager salesmen. Also out of London, on the border between Kent and Sussex, 50 miles from the capital, the Russians maintain a country mansion, Seacox Heath. It has 60 bedrooms and is set in 100 acres of secluded parkland. The Russians are allowed to travel to it freely, despite the normal restriction that they can't move further than 35 miles from Hyde Park Corner without special Foreign Office permission. And when they are there, they can enjoy the surrounding countryside without care.